But let's talk about history, because young Nigerians are watching, and it's sad enough that some young Nigerians do not know anything about the history of this country, and sadly they're not interested. And also you said that Patitomi is not just an ordinary Nigerian. So, and every word that comes out of his mouth, some people do not take it so lightly. They hold it so high. Now, historically Nigeria has once embraced this model, particularly during the First Republic, but was, halted with the first military coup. In broader perspective, so everyone watching would understand, how does the concept of a shadow government fit into Nigeria's federal system, which is not parliamentary in nature?
Yeah, let me tell you, when you talk about shadow government, it does not even fit into our system, because shadow government majorly happens in a parliamentary system of government. Do you understand? But the way he has, mentioned shadow government is in terms of a proactive, what do I call it? A retroactive? No, a kind of a parallel government. That's what it means. When you talk about shadow government, that is in a parliamentary system. We run a federal system. And again, you said we should go to history. Don't forget, Chief Obafemi Awolowo was a foremost national leader. Something like this happened in the past, and he wasn't allowed to go scot-free. There was a trial, in fact, where he was to, defend himself against treasonable felony because of some of the actions that he took. Now, the government need not fold its arms to allow this thing to take shape before they start to make, moves. So I want to believe that the step taken by DSS is in the right direction, because we have a very tender security in the country now. There is no place that is safe. Lagos is not safe. Abuja is not safe. Kaduna is not safe. Zamfara, everywhere. You have a lot of brigandage and all that. Now, if the government should allow this kind of thing to happen, again, tomorrow, somebody in Ekiti or Ondo will make such comment, and before you know it, it will start gaining popularity. So, if the court now examines and say what he has said is still within his right as a citizen of Nigeria, or it is covered by freedom of speech under the fundamental right provision in Chapter 4 of the Constitution, so be it. But as it is today, the government has to take a proactive measure to ensure that it is nipped in the bud as soon as possible and as soon as practicable, to avoid it being spread across the country. Because there are some people there is tenderness in the ground, in the land already. People are hungry. They can take advantage of this. Don't forget what happened during NSAC. People take advantage of anything these days to foment trouble. So I think government is right there.
All right. So is this a civil rights case, a criminal case, or what exactly is it, Mr. Akingbolu?
It is not a civil case at all. Somebody who is whether you call it shadow government, whether you call it opposition government, whether you call it rebellion, or anything you call it, or some people will call it revolution, whatever name you chose, show that it is a government different from the government of Nigeria as at today or as constituted presently. It is different from the government we have voted for. Whether it is a faraway government or shadow, anything, whatever term you use, you are referring to a different government. You are referring to a parallel government. You are referring to a government that will be against the government in place. So it suffices when you do that. And though on that treasonable felony, before you can be punished, you must have had followers, you must have had group of people and all that. You must have made some practical, steps. You must take practical steps to show that you want to actualize your thoughts.
So, Mr. Akingbolu, if it's not a civil rights case, is it a criminal case?
It is a criminal case if you call for a shadow government. It is not a criminal case if you criticize government for not doing well. It is not a criminal case if you say government has failed. It's not a criminal case when you say government is not providing for the people. But it becomes a criminal offense when you say another government should be formed by whatever name called. By whatever name called. Let us underline that. That is my position.
All right.